With the Disney announcement that all of the Star Wars series were going to culminate in a big live action spectacle helmed by Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni, it was so important that Ahsoka was a resounding success for the fans, critically and narratively. But has it been so? Hi everyone, Nico Luro from the Silver Screen Dudes here. Bit of a late one, I have just finished the last episode of Ahsoka. I liked it. I really, really enjoyed it. It's very, very reliant on you being familiar with the Star Wars Rebels storyline, the animated series, and also fans of it. You can get by and understand what's going on. If you have never seen Rebels, don't worry, it's still a good show, but you'll have such a greater appreciation of it if you have seen Rebels, because this is essentially the new season of Rebels, despite being called Ahsoka. But don't let that put you off if you haven't seen Rebels. You should still consume this media. It's really fun. It was an ebb and flow series, because while I got some kicks out of seeing the Rebels cast again at the beginning, I popped, as they say. There was a lot of logic at one point. I think it's when we got to sort of episode 3 and 4, where they were questioning why to support Hera Syndulla in chasing down the remnants of the Empire, saying there's no Empire there. And it's like, yeah, there is. Lots and lots and lots of evidence. Sith Lords with red lightsabers. Big generators being built for Imperial level Star Destroyers. Like, there is, and people screaming for the Empire in earshot and eyesight of more than one person in the room. There was evidence. Den the Tech, to his credit, who you may know from Ministry of Wrestling, when we were chatting, said it's corruption in the Republic, and I was saying we haven't seen evidence of that. This is just plot armor you're associating with it. To the series' credit, they actually addressed that shortcoming, and it was clear corruption within the Senate. So, as I say, it was an ebb and flow. I love it because I'm getting fandom and I'm getting geeky pops, and then the plot's bothering me, but then they actually addressed the plot and it righted itself. Now, we all know what this whole series is about. It's not a spoiler. You've seen him in the trailer, and the series is a build-up to the live-action version of Grand Admiral Thrawn, and Lars Mikkelsen reprising his voice role from Star Wars Rebels does not disappoint. He is such a commanding presence, and it's very purposefully inconclusive, this show, because we're leading into the big screen spectacle that we've been promised by Disney. And between The Mandalorian, Ahsoka, I'm genuinely excited. This show isn't perfect. There were a few things that bothered me. Sorry to bring up an old bugbear of mine, but I thought Hayden Christensen remains an awful actor. Is it fun seeing him and Disney trying their best to give him some sort of acting redemption? It's like, you can't, dude. You're just not a very good actor. Do I get a kick out of seeing you? Sure, nostalgia's a powerful tool, but you're not a good actor, mate. And it doesn't matter who's... And at this point, people were always saying, oh, it's because George Lucas was directing him, and George Lucas isn't the best out of getting character performances from his actors. Now you've got brilliant people like Jon Favreau directing him, and it's still not landing. So Hayden Christensen, for me, was the biggest standout dud in this whole thing. Not because I liked seeing him, but his acting performance, just not good. The lightsaber fights in this were really good, and as well as being fans of Rebels, if you're fans of the Jedi Fallen Order and Jedi Survivor games, man, there's some cool Easter eggs in this for you. I always think it's very important to not let Easter eggs and fan service and, what they call cheap heat, cheap pops, spot fest, just put Darth Vader in, they'll be happy. Put this lightsaber, put that reference in, mention this planet. Oh, that'll make a good show. It doesn't, though. You need substance. And this show does have substance, as well as all of the aforementioned and more spots and mentions and Easter eggs and tips of the hats and your winks, nudges. It's a show clearly made by people who love the medium of Star Wars. Dave Filoni, obviously, and Jon Favreau too. It's got really, really nice references to other sources from this universe. And all in all, I think it's a completely easy to digest, non-offensive, fan service filled, really good laugh. I mean, that's what you want from a Star Wars show at the end of it, is to feel good. So all in all, I think I'm gonna be nicer. I'm gonna give Star Wars Ahsoka a really, really respectful and high 7.5 out of 10. It made me feel good. It gave me the fan service I wanted, and I've left wanting more. So the show is a resounding success. And that's all from me. Let me know what you guys thought down below. There should be a subscribe button up here and another video for you to click on right here for more reviews. I'm Nicolero, and I'll see you guys on the next video.